justice for all.
That was great. I enjoyed that a lot. Think about your time when you're playing ball.
Mr. County Manager, any opening comments?
Commissioners, just to say that, as we all know, we're here for the final public hearing tonight for the fiscal year 21-22 budget. I'd like to start by thanking all of the department heads and fiscal managers who helped construct this budget. Pete Winton and the entire budget staff who worked so hard to put this really large jigsaw puzzle together, and then leadership from all the assistant county managers and deputy county manager and the county attorney's office, none of which we could do without. So just a big thank you before we get started, and we're happy to present this budget to you for next year.
Super. Thank you very much. Go in order of my script. So call to order the introduction of the public process, proof of public hearing, notification, compliance. County?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will hand to your clerk the notice of proposed tax increase together with affidavit for the record. I will also hand to your clerk the budget summary, which details the various millages to be levied as required by Florida law, together with publication affidavit. You are authorized to proceed. Thank you, sir.
I now open up the public hearing this evening, the fiscal year 21-22 final millage and budget for Lee County. If anyone in the audience is here to propose contesting their assessment, they should contact the Lee County property appraiser. Tonight we're holding the final millage and public hearing as required by Florida statute 129 and 200. The hearing will be conducted as follows. The board will first convene as the Board of Port Commissioners and proceed as follows. The budget presentation by the Port Authority Budget Director. You have a presentation that you need to do? Come on up, sir.
Good evening. Can you hear me okay? Good evening, Commissioners. For the record, Brian McGonigal. In compliance with Florida statute, a public hearing is being held on September 21st, 2021, for the purpose of adopting the final budget for fiscal year 21-22. The Board of Port Commissioners has acknowledged the revenue estimates necessary to fund the Port Authority budget for fiscal year 21-22. The Board of County Commissioners now convened as the Board of Port Commissioners for adoption of the final 21-22 budget. The budget for 21-22, as is shown by the attached schedules, is now made a part of this resolution and is proposed for adoption as the final budget of the Lee County Port Authority for fiscal year 21-22. Commissioners, we do have one adjustment that we're making. If you recall, we did make one change since the tentative hearing. You made a motion at the September 9th board meeting at the airport, a motion to increase employee pay. That cost is approximately $275,000. We will incorporate that into these schedules. And that's all I have.
Okay, we are convening as obviously the Port Authority Board of Commissioners. Do you have any public comment? Seeing none, I'll close public comment. Any motions or discussions?
Remind me what that change is.
Yeah, sure. What we did, Commissioner, is what the motion was. We budgeted on October 1st all non-union employees to get a 2% pay raise. The change is we went from 2 to 3 on 10/1.
Okay.
That's one change, and then the non-union employees, on their anniversary date, we changed it from 1.25 to 1.75. That was
Recall. Thank you for putting
You're
it
welcome.
on the record.
Anything else you need to put on the record, Brian?
no, that's it. Thank you.
I'll move the budget.
Second. Motion is second on the floor. Any other discussion? Seeing no public comment is closed. Any opposition? Seeing none,
Thank you.
it passes unanimously. We'll obviously now convene as the Board of County Commissioners. We'll proceed as follows. Brief overview of Lee County's fiscal year 21-22 proposed budget presented by the Assistant County Manager, CFO. Keith.
Good evening. Good evening, Commissioners. And I'm starting on page 5 for these comments. This is a public hearing as required by Chapters 129 and 200 Florida statutes. Chapter 200, as amended, requires that a public hearing on the budgets be preceded by notice of the hearing. Such notice was advertised in the news press on September 18th, 2021. At this time, we will read the proposed millages, rollback rates, and the proposed percentage change from the rollback rate for the county's general fund, library, unincorporated area MSTU, all hazards, and special taxing units millages. We will then take public input, and after public input, we will return to the board for discussion and vote on the millages. These proposed millages are established to pay for the fiscal year 2021-22 continuation budget. Just a few comments, Commissioners. This budget includes replenishing the Conservation 2020 Acquisition Fund to $40 million. It also provides funding for increases for human services and public safety for both the Sheriff's Office and EMS. It includes 2 millage rate reductions, a reduction in the countywide millage, general fund countywide millage, to the rollback rate, and a reduction in the library millage to the rollback rate. Countywide millage. The proposed countywide millage is 3.8623 mils per thousand taxable value, equal to the rollback rate of 3.8623 mils per thousand of taxable value. The proposed millage is a 0% change from the rollback rate. Lee County Library. The proposed Lee County Library millage is 0.4714 mils per thousand taxable value, equal to the rollback rate of 0.4714 mils per thousand of taxable value. The proposed millage is a 0% change from the rollback rate. Lee County Unincorporated Area MSTU. The proposed Lee County Unincorporated Area MSTU millage is 0.8398 mils per thousand taxable value compared to the rollback rate of 0.7986 mils per thousand of taxable value. The proposed millage is a 5.16% increase from the rollback rate. This increase is primarily to fund operations and maintenance of the county's road network. Lee County All Hazards Protection District. The proposed Lee County All Hazards Protection District millage is 0.0693 mils per thousand taxable value compared to the rollback rate of 0.0656 mils per thousand of taxable value. This represents a 5.64% increase from the rollback rate. This increase is to fund disaster preparedness and response. Municipal services taxing / benefit units. The municipal services taxing / benefit units allow communities to tax themselves to pay for added services such as streetlights, dredging, road paving, and landscaping. For those units that have citizen committees, the budgets for next year were approved by the committees, and the tax rate is a reflection of what is required to pay the annual costs. For those that don't have citizen committees, the county charges a rate that pays for annual costs while maintaining a small operational reserve for variances in revenues and unanticipated costs. I will now ask Josh Mallow, our MSTBU coordinator, to read into the record the proposed millage rates, the rollback rates, and the percentage change from the rollback rate for each of the special taxing units millages.
All right, good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
I'm Josh Melo with Lee County MSTBU. I'm going to go ahead and read into record the proposed millage rates, so bear with me.
Good luck. You did good last time.
All right. Alabama Groves Light MSTBU. Proposed millage rate 0.5150. Percent increase 10.59. Rollback rate 0.4657. Bayshore Estates Light MSTU. proposed 1.2%, increase 10.70, rollback rate 1.0839. Belly Creek Community Light MSTU, proposed 0.2295, decrease 0.17%, rollback rate 0.2299. Burkdale Street Light MSTU, proposed millage rate 0.2550, increase 5.07%, rollback rate 0.2427. Burnt Store Fire MSTU, proposed 2.4%, increase to 6.17%, rollback rate 1.9022. Cape Coral Solid Waste MSTU, 0.1791, increase 8.94%, rollback rate 0.1644. Charleston Park Light MSTU, proposed 1.55%, increase 6.90, rollback rate 1.45. Cypress Lake Light MSTU, 0.3650, increase 6.94%, rollback rate 0.3412. Daughtry Creek Light MSTU, proposed 0.6350, increase 5.75%, rollback 0.6005. Flamingo Bay Light MSTU, proposed 0.3250, increase 7.87%, rollback 0.3013. Fort Myers Shores Light MSTU, proposed 0.1800%, increase 1.52, rollback 0.1773. Fort Myers Villas Light MSTU, proposed 0.2215%, increase 1.28, rollback rate 0.2187. Gasparilla Island MSTU, 0.0520%, increase 8.11%, rollback rate 0.000. Harlem Heights Light MSTU, proposed 0.5320, decrease 16.5%, rollback 0.6371. Apollo Street Light Unit MSTU, proposed 1.2%, increase 16.14%, rollback 1.0332. Henry Creek Light District, proposed 0.3310, increase 2.41%, rollback 0.3232. Iona Gardens Light MSTU, proposed 0.53%, increase 3.19, and rollback 0.5137. Lehigh Acres Light MSTU, proposed 0.7460%, increase 7.60, rollback rate 0.6933. Lockmore Village Light MSTU, proposed 0.46%, decrease 1.94, and rollback 0.4691. Maravilla Fire District MSTU, proposed 3.2%, decrease 0.79, rollback rate 3.2254. McGregor Isles O&M Special Improvement Unit, proposed 0.33% increase, 1.63. Rollback rate, 0.3247. Mobile Haven Light MSTU, proposed 0.49, percentage increase 7.81, rollback 0.4544. More Shores Light MSTU, proposed 0.3080, 4.94% increase, rollback 0.2935. North Fort Myers Light MSTU, proposed 0.1650, percent increase 5.10, rollback 0.1570. Northeast Hurricane Bay MSTU, proposed 1, increase 4.85%, rollback rate 0.9537. Page Park Light District MSTU, proposed is 0.2444, percent decrease 0.33, rollback 0.2452. Palmetto Point Light MSTU, proposed 0.7716, percent increase 107.92, rollback rate 0.3711. Palomono Park Light MSTU, proposed 1.12, increase 0.17%, rollback rate 1.1181. Pine Manor Light MSTU, proposed 0.4750, percent decrease 7.26, rollback rate 0.5122. Port Edison Light MSTU, proposed 0.3900, percent increase 5.75, rollback rate 0.3688. Riverdale Shores Special Improvement MSTU, proposed millage rate 1.65, percent increase 11.92, rollback rate 1.4743. Russell Park Light MSTU, proposed 0.5950, percent increase 2.34, rollback rate 0.5814. San Carlos Island Lighting Unit MSTU, proposed 0.0471, increase 5.61%, rollback 0.0446. San Carlos Special Improvement MSTU, proposed 0.2725, percent increase 9.13, rollback rate 0.2497. Skyline Light MSTU, proposed 0.12, percent increase 10.91, rollback rate 0.1082. St. Jude Harbor Light MSTU, proposed 0.24, percent increase 18.58, rollback rate 0.2024. Tanglewood Improvement MSTU, proposed 1.00, 7.20% increase, rollback 0.9328. Town and Rivers Improvement MSTU, proposed 0.2870, increase 3.35%, rollback 0.2777. Trailwinds Light MSTU, proposed 0.5055, 6.20% increase, rollback 0.4759. Tropical Isles Light MSTU, proposed 0.4560, percent increase 2.31, rollback 0.4457. Usepa Island Fire MSTU, proposed 2.71, percent increase 6.96, rollback rate 2.5336. Villa Palms Light MSTU, proposed 0.5990, percent increase 10.97, rollback rate 0.5399. Villa Pines Light MSTU, 0.2700, percent increase 9.89%, and rollback 0.2457. Waterway Estates Light MSTU, proposed 0.2652, increase 7.3%, rollback 0.2470. Waterway Shores Light MSTU, proposed 0.63, 10.64% increase, rollback rate 0.5695. Whiskey Creek Special Improvement MSTU, proposed 0.9999, percentage increase 6.42%, and rollback rate 0.9396, and we're done. All right.
And just one clarification, Waterway Estates Light MSTU, the percent increase from the rollback is 7.37%. The previously read fiscal year 2021-22 special unit taxing unit millages are proposed for final adoption. Any percentage in the proposed millage over the rollback rate reflected above is due to a combination of increased electric costs, additional landscaping, and other future projects. If no changes are made after public comment, only one motion to adopt will be required, as the resolution includes all of these taxing units.
At this time, the commission will be pleased to hear any citizens' comments, concerns, budgets under the authority of the Board of County Commissioners. Again, to reiterate for the members of the public who want to come forward, opening the hearing, this will be the only opportunity for your comments on all budgets before the Board of County Commissioners has authority over. There'll be no other opportunity. Any public comments? Seeing none, I'll close public comments. With that in mind, I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final millage resolution for the special taxing units.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final budgets for the above stated special taxing units for fiscal year 21-22.
Moved again.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously. We'll now ask for the Assistant County Manager, CFO, to proceed with the countywide millage rates and budgets.
The proposed countywide millage is 3.8623 mils per thousand taxable value, equal to the rollback rate of 3.8623 mils per thousand of taxable value. The proposed millage is a 0% change from the rollback rate.
I'll now ask for a motion for the final countywide millage resolution.
So moved.
Second that. Motion is second. Any other discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously. I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final countywide budget for fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
I'll second that. Any other discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously.
The proposed Lee County Library millage is .4714 mils per thousand taxable value, equal to the rollback rate of .4714 mils per thousand of taxable value. The proposed millage is a 0% change from the rollback rate.
I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final Lee County Library millage resolution.
So moved.
I'll second that. Motion is second. Any discussion? Any objections? Motion carries unanimously. I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final Lee County Library budget fiscal year 21-22.
So moved.
I'll second that. Any other discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously.
Proposed Lee County unincorporated area MSTU millage is .8398 mils per thousand taxable value compared to the rollback rate of .7986 mils per thousand of taxable value. The proposed millage is a 5.16% increase from the rollback rate.
I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final millage resolution for Lee County unincorporated area, MSTU.
So moved.
I'll second it. Motion, a second on the floor. Any discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously. I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final budget for Lee County unincorporated area, MSTU, for fiscal year 21-22.
Move the item.
Motion, a second. Any discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously.
The proposed Lee County All Hazards Protection District millage is .0693 mils per thousand taxable value compared to the rollback rate of .0656 mils per thousand of taxable value. This represents a 5.64% increase from the rollback rate.
I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final millage resolution for the Lee County All Hazards Protection District.
Move the item.
I'll second it. Motion, a second. Any discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously. I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final budget for Lee County All Hazards Protection District for fiscal year 21-22.
Move the item.
I'll second it. Motion, a second. Any discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously.
Lee County, all other budgets for the board's adoption tonight make up the rest of the total county budget proposed for next fiscal year. These are funds that are not supported by a millage and include significant operations such as utilities, solid waste, visitor and convention bureau, transit, toll facilities, and those budgets funded through grants from other entities. These budgets are included as part of the total Lee County budget and are detailed in the budget summary in your materials.
I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final Lee County all other budgets.
So moved.
I'll second it. Motion and a second. Any discussion? Any opposition? Motion carries unanimously.
In compliance with Florida statutes, this public hearing is being held on September 21st, 2021 for the purpose of the adoption of the final total Lee County budget for fiscal year 21-22, and the Board of County Commissioners has now adopted the final millage rates necessary to fund the budget. The proposed total Lee County budget for fiscal year 21-22, as shown in the budget summary reports, which outlines each fund and is made a part of the budget resolution, is now being proposed for adoption as the final total Lee County budget of Lee County, Florida for fiscal year 21-22.
Thank you. I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the final Lee County budget for fiscal year 21-22.
Move the item.
I'll second it. Motion is second. Any discussion, any opposition? Motion carries. There'll be no other business before us. The only thing I'd like to say for the record, this has now been my 15th year of doing budgets. I applaud Lee County. It's great to be part of a great team, guys. But more importantly, I think the way you do it, go about it, the workshops that we start so early in the process just makes this a process that I think other municipalities should adopt. It just makes it so much more transparent in what you do. It just makes it so much easier, and I don't think people really truly comprehend how much work goes into this and how much those workshops are really effective in this. But the overall objective is exactly what we all wanted, so I can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
I'd just like to thank the staff, from the county manager, the county attorney's office, down to everybody through Parks and Rec and all the departments throughout the year. This has been a year that we probably never thought we'd ever have in our lifetime. Everybody's changing gears, working in different places. Everybody came together last year, working with CARES Act and everything. So I'd like to thank everybody, congratulate the employees for the 4% increase. They deserve more, but I think hopefully they're going to appreciate that. And we, together, it's been a great team. Thank you. Enjoyed working with you guys. Commissioner Wayne, you've been a great chairman this year, and I'm glad you enjoyed our budget process. It's been, but the best part of this is, we're doing such a good job. Again, tonight, I think we had this a couple years ago, not one public comment tonight. We had a public comment 2 weeks ago. The guy was happy with the shuffleboard course, no from ours, but otherwise, we've all seen them. Commissioner Mann, you remember the ones we had. My first year, I think we had 352 speakers that night. So it's changed a lot, and thank you to everything in this one org, and we're all working together as a team. So thank you, everybody, for what you've done this past year.
One comment, only the second time through this process, but the amount of work that goes into coming to conclusion is a little daunting, and I hope people appreciate that when we come here, it's a result of a lot of work, a lot of conversation, a lot of work by the whole team, and it makes it a little less painful in some regards. Thank you for everybody.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I just want to thank all of y'all for letting me move the MSTU budget. That's why I come here.
We're glad you're here, Frank.
Happy to second that for you.
Thank
too.
you, thank
Yeah. You know, I don't think there's anything else to be said that hasn't already been said, but, you know, I want to say thank you to our employees. I want to say thank you to law enforcement and public safety and all the guys who are in the ambulances and fire trucks and police cars and sheriff's cars every day. And I hope that, you know, this token that we gave with the extra, you know, increase this year is something that they, you know, they get and they appreciate, you know, and they'll understand that it was our way of trying to appreciate them and all their hard work. So just great working with you guys as a team. Looking forward to now that we've budgeted, getting all this built and serving the good residents of Lee County with it all.
Mr. Chair, Commissioners, and thank you and congratulations to you. All the employees, everyone who works here, really appreciate your words, and I've heard from an awful lot of employees who do appreciate that 4% pay raise this year. It means a lot to them. Everyone's worked so hard this past year under very trying times, but I also want to congratulate you. As many years as I've been doing this will be the first budget that I have ever presented to a board, and based on all of your policy and all the work you've done, that allowed us to get to rollback rate. That's the first time ever in my career, so congratulations to you for you know, helping us to do that.
Think about it. We lowered taxes, we gave incentives to employees, we're building parks, we're building roads, put all that money back in the community, and we still kept taxes low. What else can you ask for?
Well done. Thank you.
Can't thank anybody enough, but no other comments. We'll call for an adjournment. Thank you all. Appreciate all your work.